I was living my dream as a teenager. I was a part of a phenomenal group. We were doing very good in the European district and music industry, and we were at the top of our game.
The youngest and smallest member in the rap group For the Cause, Rashona Landfair, introduced by her aunt to a man who was considered to be one of the greatest R&B stars of the time, R. Kelly. I believe I can fly. He was critically acclaimed over a career spanning 2 decades with millions of fans. A man, Robert Sylvester Kelly, who was a serial groomer, later convicted for sex trafficking and production of child pornography. First arrested in 2002, Chicago police accused him of engaging in sex acts with a minor and taping them. All the charges related to one girl, Rashona.
I was mesmerized by him. He was a very big celebrity, especially in Chicago. He was on the top of his game in the music career, and he was just very well known and very successful. And as an artist, I looked up to him.
You started talking to R. Kelly on the phone. When did things start to feel not quite right?
I was about 13 years old. The first thing that I noticed that changed with Robert is the tone in his voice when we would start having conversations. And it just became a little bit, now I know, is more intimate. And he started asking me questions about my body.
But then it escalated to sexual at the age of 14, 15, 16, around that time, didn't it?
Yes.
After years of R. Kelly's sexual abuse, an incriminating video was released to the world.
The video was released in Chicago, but it became very public and universal shortly after that. It was a graphic video of Robert urinating on me when I was 14 years old.
What was it like when that video was released?
Nothing less than humiliating.
But when the case went to trial, she withheld the truth from investigators about the video, refused to testify, and he was acquitted. There was a trial in 2008. You lied. Mm-hmm. Do you remember why you lied at the time?
It was just out of fear and also out of protecting Robert. I didn't want to be responsible for the end of his career. I didn't want to take him away from his family. I didn't want to feel responsible for those things.
She stayed with him for a further 10 years. Finally free at 26, she reflected and realised she'd been abused. But it wasn't until she watched the documentary Surviving R. Kelly, released in 2019, that she decided to come forward.
It was a huge eye-opener. I had to confront everything that I had gone through, everything that I saw these other girls and women experiencing, because I was secluded from a lot of Robert's life. So I was thinking that the things that were as horrible as what you saw were only taking place between him and I. But once I was able to see that, wow, he was able to hurt so many people after me, I felt guilty that I lied. I felt responsible for the things that had taken place. And it was at that moment that I didn't feel like it was too late to change my mind and to correct my lies.
At the next trial that he had, what did you decide to do?
I decided to purge. I decided to lay everything out on the table. I no longer wanted to live in fear or lies. I also was no longer under his orbit, so I was able to think and feel for myself. And as a woman, as a mother, it was very important to me to tell the truth.
In 2022, Robert Sylvester Kelly was convicted. Now this year, Rashona has decided to write about what happened to her. You've said in your memoir you wanted to reclaim your name. Do you think you've done that?
I'm still in the process of doing that. Every day there's going to be a different obstacle. From my experience, I'm the only one qualified to really say what I actually went through and how things took place. And so here's the explanation for all the naysayers.
R. Kelly was given a 31-year sentence for all his crimes. He's currently in prison in North Carolina.